Bones are amazing things. They hold us up. They support us. They make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater, our special Grimworld edition. This is Johnny playing Franklin.
My name's Aaron, and I am playing Jamison.
My name is Jordan, and I am playing Arlo.
My name is Jeff, and I'm playing Nathaniel.
And this is Jeremy, playing Juice.
And I'm Mike, your GM for this evening's wild ride. All right, so we've got actions declared. We're getting into our first little bit of combat here.
Cool.
So the first, second, and third scavenger are going to drop to the ground, weapons at the ready. And then we get into shooting and weaving. So
And stabbing him in the face with the spike.
And stabbing him in the face, yes sir. So, go ahead and do the stabby, sir.
Stabbity.
Stabby. You're going to roll your warfare. Add 1 to your roll just now.
6.
Was it a natural 6?
It was a 5.
It was a 5. So a 6. What weapon are you using?
My spiked cane. Like, it's a cane, but the handle is a spike. Club with a spike on it.
Like a railroad spike.
Yeah.
That's nasty. It's kind of a bladed weapon. It's kind of an impact weapon. I think it's be more of an impact.
Like a pickaxe. Like I'm picturing like a pickaxe.
Yeah, like a pickaxe. That was
So
kind of
let's say a plus 3.
So that'd be a 9 damage.
9 would be trauma.
Yeah.
You deal trauma to the guy. Yeah, it's going to be the one that was attacking Aaron takes trauma.
What?
Guy 1 is dropped down. He's going to be attacking Aaron. Guy 2 is dropping down. He's going to be attacking Jeremy. Guy 3 is dropping down and going to be attacking Jeff. Guy 4 is sitting there in high watch.
Guy 2 is going to drop down, try to attack me, and pee his pants.
Essentially, yes.
Hopefully.
Johnny, you're born for battle. You're going to be shooting, correct?
Yes.
So go ahead and take that shot. Who are you shooting?
I was shooting the one that had the assault rifle. I don't know which order they were.
Oh, the GAT?
Yeah.
That would be number 4.
Okay,
The guy to stay there in high watch.
So I have a 6. And then the warfare gives me a plus in the bow.
Correct. And then the bow itself, launched weapons, higher powered weapons do plus 4, while simpler weapons do plus 0, such as a slingshot. So this bow is going to probably be about a plus 3. Where do we land at? 9?
Yep.
So you're doing trauma to the number 4.
Number 4, yep.
Which is going to really hamper his ability to do anything. All right, Jeremy, Spirit of Fear. You still have a stress.
I do.
Yep.
Correct.
So you're going to give a focus roll.
So that gets me plus, right? 3.
A 3. So you get a 4, right? Is a natural 3?
No. I added the 1. This is 3.
All right, so what is the power level of Spirit of Fear?
1.
1. So it becomes a 2, and so you get a minimum effect from it.
Okay.
So minimum effect is an easy focus roll to overcome. So he's going to make a focus roll. He's not skilled at focus, and so he's going to make a brains roll to see if he gets a 3 or better to overcome.
Focus is bravado.
Bravado,
Yeah.
right? Yep. Rolled a 6,
Nah.
so he overcomes it.
So he had a slight shiver.
Yeah. So that whiffs. Sorry.
It was a good
Your role
thought.
plan.
Yep.
Great thought.
It was a good plan. Munitionist.
Yes. I like shooting things that are high above me. So I'm going to aim at Mr. number 4.
Okay. And you're going to use that long gun.
Long gun.
Yep.
And I have...
You are skilled in it, so you will add a +1.
Gotcha.
So for a long arm, you're going to use 2 dice.
Okay.
Okay. And you are looking for a 3 or better to do damage, and there is no range modifier.
Yes, I do damage. I rolled a 4 on both my dice.
4 on both, so you deal 2 hits to him.
Yes. I also have the rating of 2 to my weapon because of my exploding ammunition.
Oh yes, this is true.
And he already took 9 damage, so.
Well, so the melee doesn't do damage like that.
Okay.
He took trauma, which is really going to hurt him when he tries to do anything.
Yeah.
So add 1 more die to the roll.
That's a 2.
+1.
Yeah, so I guess that would be a 3.
So a total of 3 hits to him.
Nice.
So Glance is fairly close. He also takes an additional 2 because of trauma. So he's taking 5 damage already. 50% health right there. Aaron, you are shooting, correct?
Yeah, shooting at whichever one's the closest when we notice them.
Number 1.
Okay, using my slingshot. I rolled a 4 with a +1 for warfare. So 5.
Yep. So 5 is going to inflict bleeding.
After you just got stabbed.
Oh yeah, he's already got trauma as well.
So how does that work? Does it...
So the way they're designed is they accumulate. So, for instance, bleeding is especially dangerous as it grows in intensity with each turn that it continues. If bleeding is inflicted as part of damage being dealt, it does no additional damage. However, the next turn you'll take 2 additional hits, and then 3 hits the following turn, and so on until the bleeding stops. Bleeding does persist. You can spend 1 action point to take an action trying to control the bleeding. You must roll a resist skill check versus the number of hits you have taken. A roll equal to or greater than the number of hits you have allows you to avoid additional damage this turn from the bleeding. A trauma. The status effect of trauma is less about doing damage to a target as it is about the effect of the damage dealt by whatever mechanism inflicted the trauma. A target with trauma suffers on all rolls, has -1 tempo, and cannot burst. Trauma can stack, meaning you can gain multiple instances of it. See critical trauma. Trauma also persists. So the reason he hasn't shot yet is because his tempo is already dropped in 1. So he's now at a 2 tempo, so he's not even going to go until everybody else, including the other guy that took trauma with him.
Okay.
So will that be next turn because all the damage applies?
It'll be when he goes on his turn this round.
Okay, so that is this round because I assumed that essentially we all fire.
Once we clean up the cleanup stage,
Yeah.
that's when everything will fly.
Okay.
Dive attack.
Yeah, so I'm assuming number 4 had stayed on his rope, kind of up there. So that's the one that the Raven is trying to hit. 1. No, I need a 6.
Well, 5 or 6. So you can roll on it or above it. 5 is your sweet spot, just like lasers and feelings is that sweet spot. All right, the one that is going to attack Aaron is using a pistol, which is 4 dice. He's looking for a 5 or better. You take 1 hit.
Rebuke that in the name of Autumn.
All right, the one that is attacking Jeremy is also using a pistol. You are taking no hits. The one that is using the combat arm is attacking Jeff. 5, 2, 1. So you take a hit.
Oh no.
And number 4 is looking like it's going to attack Jeff. Because he was essentially the first one to move up and do damage to anybody. You're going to take 3 hits. So you should be at 4, right?
Yeah.
So that's not terrible. You can't excel at rolls anymore. You're not doing too bad. 1 more point of damage, though, and your skill bonuses go away. All right. Everyone is acted and gone, correct? Yep. Everybody's square. We move on to the next turn. So everybody will again declare 2 actions. The only difference right now is because 2 of the guys took trauma, that they've dropped to a tempo 2. So, in theory, we checked to see if anything was in tempo 6, 5, 4, 3. We hit 5 players plus 2 bad guys, and then there's 2 bad guys 1 tempo further down in tempo 2. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it to it.
I actually had a question.
Sure.
So my munitions ability goes away when the weapon is reloaded.
When it reloads. Using exploding ammunition gets rid of a point of ammunition.
Gotcha.
So there's right now no reload rates because the specific weapons we tossed out the window.
Yeah. That's why I was wondering about that language. It's like, oh, it says until I reload, but I don't
know when I need to reload or
Yeah.
how many actions it takes.
Right.
There's capacity in reload, and capacity is how many times I can shoot it before I have to reload, and reload is how long it takes to reload.
Right. Well, I was thinking I'm basically using like a hunting rifle type of thing.
So let's call it 5
okay.
and 1.
I like
Right.
it.
So it has a capacity of 5. It has a reload of 1. Because you're shooting exploding ammunition, you used a point of ammunition from it, right?
Right. So I was at 6 ammunition and now I'm at 5. All right.
I have a question about the armor versus.
Oh yeah, because he does have armor. Does that affect his hits?
So the armor affects how hard it is to hit you, not how many hits you take.
Okay.
It did change here on the dice roll.
That's what I was wondering about. It changes your armor class, basically.
In a Thaco world, yes.
But yeah,
It ups your
Target number.
target number, yeah.
yeah, the target number is higher
Wearing
because
armor
of
reduces the threat range of the weapon attacking you by 1.
Okay.
So because...
So they still hit me regardless, right?
Right.
It took an extra point.
I do prefer that kind of armor.
So if their target was 3 base, then they would take 4 to hit you.
Right, they're going to use the same amount of dice because their accuracy, your armor does not affect my accuracy.
Yeah,
but your
yeah,
armor does dictate the threat range or potential damage that
Yeah.
my weapon can do. That's where we have number of dice is accuracy, threat is the number we're looking for.
Gotcha.
All right, turn 2. Let's do it.
I bludgeon the one that I just hit again.
Got it.
So can I take 2 attack actions?
You cannot. So
Just one
attacking
attack.
ends the turn.
Gotcha.
Until later in the game when you grow in tier power. Certain people gain the ability that attacking doesn't end the turn.
So I can't
You might
shoot-
also find weapons that allow you to attack twice.
Right. But at this point I cannot shoot twice. Okay.
You have nothing in your inventory which would allow you to do such.
I will go ahead and shoot at the one that Jeff is trying to.
And Jeff, you're grabbing the guy that's attacking Aaron, the closest one, right?
Yeah.
Number 1?
Number one.
Okay, cool.
You're going to shoot at the guy standing right next to Jeff with your explosive ammunition?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking.
Just so we know. Next time, maybe don't drop the building on me.
Right.
Since when have I been delicate about your feelings in combat?
I don't know.
Just asking.
I'm shooting the guy on the cliff again.
I'm whipping my rock-loaded whip at number 2.
Rock whip.
Yeah.
What is Aaron and the Raven doing?
So Aaron is probably switching from his slingshot to his longbow
Okay.
in one action.
Yep.
The other action is going to be shooting that bow at somebody. Or I mean, I guess, is there a guy standing in front, like close to me?
Yeah. Drop down essentially near you
Okay.
is the one attacking you. It's the one that the guys are all attacking. Like, hey.
Yeah, then I guess actually I would probably not use a longbow. I would probably grab my knife and shank him.
Shank him? Okay. So far we've got shoot 4, rock whip 2, whack 1, shoot 1, stab 1. Like he's
One is going
he's
down.
gonna be in a world of hurt. He's already slower than everybody, so
Yeah.
and he's gonna take 2 hits of damage at the beginning of his turn for bleeding anyway. So
And the Raven is going to dive bomb number 4 again. Kind of, trying to distract.
So are you seeking to provide a distraction or are you attacking?
Oh, I would imagine distraction.
Okay, all right. So that's going to be an empathy, not an aggression roll.
Okay.
And it's going to take away from his accuracy to attack others.
Okay.
So roll up.
So that might work a little bit.
6.
Let me get out those red dice I was using earlier.
Can I borrow one of your dice?
It's shocking to hear someone ask me to borrow my dice to roll low. I am salty about this.
Why? That just means you're going to decimate us next time we play.
I know.
Yeah.
This is not how the universe works.
So guy number 2 is going to move to cover and then attack. And then guy number 3, who was attacking Jeff, is going to attack Aaron.
That's not fair.
It's okay. We're all going to kill guy number 1.
Guy 4 is going to go after the Raven.
Oh no, say it ain't Poe.
But that Raven attack is going to be in the next tempo. So
Yes.
he might not live to make that attack, so he can't even really declare that yet. All right, so shooting number 4. Johnny, go for it.
All right.
Hey, I got another 6.
Okay, plus your warfare roll, right?
Yep, this has 10.
10. All right. So 13, you put him down. Unless you want to hold it off, that 10 is going to give him critical trauma.
You can take critical trauma.
Oh, and you're shooting number 4 too, right?
Yeah. He's already trauma.
So essentially, He's already taken 5 damage. At this point, when he starts his turn, he's going to expire.
Oh no.
Yeah. Rock Whip number 2 coming up.
6.
There it is. All right, throw 1 in. Everybody that has stress, reduce it by 1. Morale is scored.
Oh, wait. So I had stress, so does that take...
It's a natural 6.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I have no more stress.
Stress does not reduce any die rolls.
Okay.
It limits healing. It limits potency.
Oh, okay. On
but it
weaving,
doesn't
so that's what...
modify
Yep.
dice, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew it modified something for me.
It doesn't, though. It limits it, but it doesn't change the number. Does that make sense? Semantics, I know, but in the writing of it, I just want to make sure that that's clear. All right, so you are rock whipping number 2.
Yes.
Awesome. So the rock whip is probably going to be...
Clubbing damage.
Yeah, it's like impact. It's an impact.
Yeah. Probably a +4. Does everybody feel good with that?
Sure. Yeah.
I wouldn't complain.
Right.
Maybe a +6.
I'm like leaning
plus
towards
15?
double digits on this one. Maybe a 12.
So we'll call it a 4. So make sure as you're doing melee damage that you're noting that. We'll have to expand some on a couple of things.
All right. So with the rock in there, that'd be 4.
Yeah.
Because the idea was I could put other things into
Yes.
it,
Yeah, for sure.
like nails.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So that'd be
Then that would be piercing
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
Ravens.
Or it might even be able to, like, you whip it at them and then pull them to you.
That's exactly what I was thinking. When I was like, ooh, I have everything to make this really cool, but I can't do all these actions at once.
You also could conceivably, when you tear up, use some sort of illusion on the weapon to make it really intense.
Because my initial BA thought was use the rock whip around his neck, and then the reason I stole his pencil was to draw out a forearm blade onto my forearm. But that's too many actions.
Yeah, that's 3 actions.
That's 3 actions.
Nice.
Could you draw a rune of your whip, and then you have a second whip?
Then I have a second one. I guess I could.
Or could he?
Then you could be Jacques the Whipper.
Could he take his rune and put it to the end of his whip and do that?
So no, it has to be. It
Oh,
has to be on its rune
attached
of
to
living ink.
Gotcha.
So it manifests as shadow energy, not as a hardened blade or anything like that.
But if he ties a lizard into the end of his whip and he draws on the lizard,
In theory, a rune requires activation too. So as long as you could guarantee that you were breaking that seal.
Whip the lizard, Kronk!
Wrong lizard!
So the other thought is, like, can you throw these things? If they can't be projectiles, but I can throw them, then if I just manifest a shuriken on the back of a lizard, and the lizard is traveling at bullwhip speeds, where is that shuriken going?
Yeah.
Saw Blade of Doom.
These are things to think of.
All right, so we said +4. So what is that actually?
Yeah, so that adds to your warfare roll.
I had
Yeah,
the 6.
you use 6, so that's a 10.
There's a 10. Okay.
So the 10 there is critical trauma.
Critical
You smashed his head.
So that was number 2. He has not taken damage to this point. It makes sense why he's moving to cover. Ooh, also becomes really expensive to move to cover because every action you take costs extra AP when you're critically trauma. Dying is not fun in this game. All right, Jeff, you're whacking one, yeah?
Yeah.
Wrong lizard.
Oh, man.
I rolled a natural 6.
Excellent.
So, do you have any more stress?
I do.
So you can lose the stress.
Yep, you can lose stress. Everybody should have no stress at this point.
What were you doing? I'm bludgeoning him with a spike.
So, that would be a 9. Oh, no, it'd be because you have a +1.
Yeah, it's
So that would be a 10 again.
It's going at 1. Already has trauma and bleeding, takes a crit trauma and expires.
You dead?
Yeah, he did.
sweet.
Does it seem to get warmer when he dies?
No.
He didn't urinate.
Doesn't seem to affect anything.
He didn't loose his bowels.
Jeff has killed the guy you were shooting. You can declare a new target if you'd like. Or we can stack it together. So how do we feel like as a group that should be handled?
So, I like the simultaneous combat thing.
Yeah.
So it means you declare your target at the beginning of the round, and
Yeah.
so he's still shooting at number 1, even though he's already been killed.
Because he doesn't know that he's already been killed when he's shooting at him.
Yeah.
It's all happening at one time. He's
Yeah.
just double dead.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's
Or,
a spike.
I don't know, would you have to use a dice pool to be able to declare a new target? Like, take one from there to declare it.
Yeah, that works.
It also has a cost, but it's a fairly low cost
Yes.
Yeah.
because it's not incurring stress. It's not an effort on your
Correct.
part.
Yeah.
Right.
I think as a player engagement goes, I think that works really well.
Okay. So there's other either trade actions or quick actions?
There's already,
There's
we've
things-
already got built
you can
all
build.
the veteran, master, and legend actions.
actions.
Yes,
So
you get
I
new
would
actions.
suggest maybe
Actually,
one for the
level up.
Sentinel would be able to pick a second target without cost.
Yeah.
Okay, that we could specifically define that, right? So
Yeah.
his next one says attacking doesn't end the turn,
Yeah.
but he can switch targets. That's cool. Right?
Yeah.
That's very Sentinel-ish. I'll make a note for that.
In the meantime, I would like to murder somebody.
Let's do it.
Number 2, the one that just transferred over.
Man,
Critical trauma.
number 3's getting away unscathed on this one.
far. Don't worry.
Yeah, he was the one that was attacking me.
Would you like me to shoot number 3?
You're the one that's blowing people up. I don't care.
Today you don't care.
Today I'm specifically in this instance, I do not care.
Okay, I'll go for the one attacking my
Okay,
good friend.
number 3.
Yeah. So that would be the 3 dice that I rolled last time plus the 4th from the
Correct.
1 3 and 3 6s.
What?
All right.
That's how I normally roll.
Yes,
It has an exploding rating of 2, right?
Yes.
So one of those is an exploding die. I think Star Wars D6, right? And you can explode it up to 2 more times. Okay. A 2. Okay. All right. So the 2 does not do anything.
No.
But 4s are worth a hit. 5s are worth a hit. 6s are worth 2 hits.
So 2, 4, 6 hits
6 hits. Yes.
with an exploder right next to you.
Yeah. Ka-thump. So he is already well down the road to Valhalla.
And that die you took out, you put back in because you rolled a natural 6.
did. It cost us nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Any stress? Anybody?
Nope. And
No,
everybody's
not right
stress-free
now. Y'all rocking out.
No, I am rocking out.
So he gets no skill bonuses, can't excel at rolls. So cool. All right. Aaron, you are stabbing guy number 1. Guy number 1 is dead.
Is there anybody else in melee range?
Yes. Guy number 2.
All right, I'm stabbing guy number 2.
Go take one of those out.
I got a 5 plus 1.
So 6.
Yes.
Trauma. On existing critical trauma, he expires.
Oh, yeah, with my knife.
3 of them down.
Knifed him to death.
And the Raven.
For a distraction.
Yep.
On the one who's dead.
3.
3. Successful.
So he wasn't dead yet. He was critical traumas.
He's going to expire.
He's going to expire before he gets to do anything.
So guy 3 is attacking Aaron, and then guy 4 is essentially going to die where he's hanging. So guy 3 is the guy with the combat arm. He is attacking Aaron. Are you armored?
No.
Oh, there's a 6 and a 4, so take 3 hits. What are you at now?
4.
We move down to the next tempo. Basically, the guy hanging there bleeds out and drops his gun on the ground.
Dibs.
At this point, the last surviving scavenger is going to throw his hands up and attempt to run away.
No. We don't
Nope.
let them run.
Nope.
Not so much.
There is no mercy in this new world.
Okay.
I'm whipping him again.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I'll shoot him too.
So you're shooting, whipping, shooting.
I'm going to let him go. Everybody else is going to kill him. Yeah. I'm saving my arrows.
I don't have a ranged weapon, so unless I'm gonna chase
Do
him,
you?
I'm gonna pick up the gun next to me.
You grab a pistol.
All right.
Yeah, everybody roll for a shooting shot.
1.
Natural 6.
6 and a 5.
Would something bad happen on the 1?
No, so hard choices are only for skill checks.
Okay.
It makes no sense for you to choose 2 bad outcomes when you miss a shot. Like, that bad outcome. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Like you might roll
Bad outcome.
1 through 6 to see if you
Yes.
hit the guy behind him, and fillet your buddy or whatever, But ultimately, it's only for skill checks.
Looks like Raven's back on the menu.
Because also we want to keep combat flowing smoothly.
Yeah.
So we don't want to interrupt combat with a bunch of different things.
Yeah. I got you.
All right, and Jeff.
So I hit with a 7, so that means a total damage of 10.
Okay.
I did the natural 6 to hit.
Natural 6 to hit. So
With the
are you
pistol.
shooting with the pistol? So you're going to be rolling 4 dice. 4 dice total. 6 counts as 2 hits. Roll 3 more.
3 more.
Yep.
5, a 1, and a 2.
The 5 hits. So 3 hits total.
Plus 7.
Well, plus 7 melee damage
Melee, okay.
was going to land him in trauma,
I missed.
and you missed.
Well, no, it would be critical trauma. It was 7
So
on
it doesn't
the dice.
stack.
Well, it's 7 on the dice plus the damage of the arrow.
Oh,
Would be a 10.
Yeah, it would be a 10, would be critical trauma. So that's going to expire him right there.
I rolled a 6 and a 5.
So that's going to be 3 hits right there. Plus the exploding damage of the 6.
Yes.
So, yes. Yes, he could bloom.
Quite dead.
Yeah, very dead. So, pink mist.
Alright, we're raiding bodies and collecting gear.
And that's why people are afraid of us.
Guys, it's cold. Let's keep moving.
I'm going to walk up, pick up the Gatling gun, and look towards that building.
So there was
ruins.
concrete
The ruins.
rubble and steel. Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm gonna have my Raven kind of chew through the rope enough to get the guy down the rest of the way, because I want to search these bodies before we.
Yeah, definitely searching bodies.
Not because I care there's a body hanging there, but
Oh no, because I
he
need
has stuff.
Supplies they have.
So, Scavenger Society is not far removed from, like, Tuscan Society, right? Maybe a little more than that. Think of, there's actually a really good description in the book about Scavenger Society and how it works. There are also those out there that disguise themselves as scavengers. Rumors of groups that have long held remaining bits of technology. So they don't have much on them, to be honest. A couple of dried jerky rations.
I mean, we're collecting
a little
bullets.
bit of ammunition, sure. So
Jerky,
there is a
water.
roll in the game to see if ammunition matches the
That
guns you
roll.
have, but because you picked up the gun they had, the ammunition obviously matches. Ammunition is very makeshift. Again,
Doesn't
leading
fit,
to what kind
good, it
of
works.
weapons survived, right? The ones that can be chambered for the most rounds.
And I believe part of my fixture thing is I can make ammunition.
Yes.
I think that's what's in the description.
You can also fix things
Yes.
for much cheaper and modify things. He can make ammunition, or he can make explosives.
I can make grenades, essentially.
That's why when he asked me, how did he almost kill me, he gave me a landmine.
True.
So I'm going to go ahead and take 3 of the ammunition to take my stats back up to 6.
Okay. It is still bitter cold.
Did they have any like bedrolls or tarps with them?
I mean, they're wearing furs and rags, and they have cold weather gear. Like, if you would like to disguise yourself as these scavengers, like, it will make you warmer, but
Warm clothes is good.
could also burn the bodies for warmth if you wanted to.
Yeah, but setting bodies on fire is not easy.
We have grain alcohol and flint. What else do we need?
You're not burning my alcohol.
I got matches also.
He doesn't know it's been done before.
It will be here that we have a moment to take shelter amongst the ruins and the cold and have a campfire.
Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.